Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Today Jamie and I are gonna tear this engine down and start to get the go fast goodies in it. We're gonna put the Type S oil pump on it so we can rev it a little higher. We're gonna put the 50-degree VT so we have a little more angle and we get a little more mid-range power. And
the chain and everything.
And then we have a new chain, guides and everything. So we'll get the bung welded onto the oil pan for the oil return. What else is on the list? It's about it.
Basically get the motor stuff all done and get it together and get the transmission on it. Get it on the cradle while they paint it. And then it's ready to just bolt into the car.
I'm gonna put some boost to it, make some jam. We'll still be running the stock camshafts and all that stuff. All that stuff works just fine. Stock rods, stock pistons, all that stuff's good. So should be able to make some power. So, all right, let's start by getting this cover up. Well, this crank pulley off, this cover off, and the pan off, and start investigating everything in it. So let's go.
Did the oil get drained already?
Yeah, oil did get drained already. We'll double check, but it did. Ready? Try that. Go forward. Oh. There we go.
Got her.
Got her. Hammer time! Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Let me get one good. Alright, so now I'm going to put this thing at TDC, which is top dead center, so we'll have our up marks basically straight up. We'll have our timing marks across here. This will have a little mark at this pointer deep in here. And then we're going to mark our chain too, so next time we do this, it won't even matter if we're off, because we're just going to make sure all the marks are with our marks. We'll save some time in the long run.
Oh, do we not have a new chain?
Oh yeah, he might have a new chain. But we'll look at that first. So that might get cut out. I don't remember.
Here you go. That's time lapse.
Yeah, I just don't want to stand in front of it.
There you go. Up a little far.
Okay, so you can see our lines are with each other. Doesn't have to be perfect, but see our mark here and our lines with each other there. And we're going to go ahead and pull the tensioner, which this is the tensioner here, and just slide this stuff off. It all comes off, so the order does not matter at this point. And we need a 12 for this top too.
There you go. Ratchet.
Okay. That ratchet again.
Yep.
I'm gonna run around and just pop these free, and then hit them with the gun. We don't have much battery power. They're all super rusty too. So hopefully they don't break anything. That one's already sketch.
Hit the battery in maybe.
Dying. Okay, so a lot of you guys may be new to engines and how they work, but you have this little trigger wheel right here, and you have a sensor here. So when it passes, it gives us a reference of where the engine is, and that tells us when injectors need to fire, when coils need to fire, etc. This VTEC gear is oil controlled by a solenoid right here. This solenoid right here, and it has different parts. So when we change it, we're going to put more pressure to one side or the other, changing the phasing of this gear. And as we change the phase of the cam, we're going to either allow more air in or restrict how much air is coming in, or whatever we need to do to make the power we need to make. So it's kind of how that stuff works. On the back are two cam sensors that give us a reference of where top dead center is, or cylinder position. So we have all our information so that we can really make these things live. This right here is the VTEC solenoid. So this is what will activate to activate these middle lobes. You can see these camshafts have 3 lobes total. When you're not in VTEC, it runs these 2 smaller ones. And when we hit VTEC, we hit this big one. There's a little pin in here that's oil controlled as well. That will lock when the solenoid opens, locking all the rockers together, allowing basically more valve movement. So the valve goes deeper into the hole, allowing more air to be sucked in. So a combination of that with the cam phasing, that's why these things work so good. Besides, they're built really strong. Yeah. So there's a little quick lesson on how this stuff works, and maybe you can start to use your imagination on making things run and get all wicked crazy. So, all right, let's keep pulling it apart. Almost got, oh, there she comes. She'll be coming around the mouth. Oh. So there's this big old oil pump with the balance shafts in it. She is a beaut. But she's all going away.
You need to get rid of it.
Yeah. And this big old thing is the oil pump. So I got her all off now. And you can see they are huge. Compared to what we're gonna put on. Take this out real quick. So you can see what we're gonna put on is a lot cleaner, a lot simpler, and definitely gonna make it a whole lot more fun. A lot less rotating mass because you don't have these big 2 shafts spinning. So you can see they got these 2 balance shafts. They're big old weights that spin, keep the engine running smooth and idling smooth, which is cool. But we're hot rodders and we don't mind ditching that for some rotational mass deletion and some more power, so, and more RPM. Because slinging that kind of RPM, slinging that kind of weight at high RPM can definitely give you a bad day when it comes apart. So, all right, we'll made pretty good progress right now. So lunch is here, so we're gonna take a little break, eat, come back, and then put this thing back together. No sweat. All right, we're back from lunch. Kyle's got the minivan up. Ben's finished welding on the smart car. Woohoo! And right now we gotta plug the little oil orifice and put the windage tray on. And that's about all we have to do on the bottom. It looks like, since it's this style of K24, we're gonna have to do a little grinding right here on the pump.
George is a porting master
just to clear it. So. Yep, so if you were to just try to put it on, you can see it hits right here because of the raised area. So we'll just knock this little piece of aluminum off there. It'll get low enough and then we can use it. So, all right, let's mark that and then get that done. Let George do his work.
All right, George. So since this has this style girdle, I made you a couple marks right there. We just need you to cut some of that off.
Cut it out.
Yep. Just cut that little area right there out. And leave this guy. Yep. Yeah, just go around that because that should sit in this divot right here.
All right.
And check with Brent, see if we got to pull it apart or anything. I don't know if we do or if we just got to plug up some holes.
And then we have this little oil orifice. This is to oil the balance shafts, but we have to plug this. So we're gonna pull this out using a screw. All right, so that's out. Now these holes are threaded, so I'm gonna go ahead and run a bolt down there, a little crush washer, seal that up. So to do that, I gotta use a Honda. Okay, I got to use a little 8mm bolt, but here we're kind of limited on what kind of bolts they have. So I'm going to pull it out of this pump and then use it to block it off. How are you?
I'm basically ready.
Drop.
Yeah, that's right. Ready when you are.
Ready when I am. All right, so we've found our little bolt. It's gonna slide right into here. Plug that off. And then we put our pump on. I'm gonna go tune the minivan. Oh. Back a little bit. George just about got this thing licked. It's getting super close, isn't it?
Hitting right there in the corner.
Oh, it's just this tiny little corner over here is kind of hitting, but almost there. It's gonna be sweet. I got that plugged. He is. After I maybe it just needs driven a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Those got that all ported. Boss got that bolted down.
All right, Jamie's getting the windage tray on, the oil pump's on, and the plug is plugged. So, just about ready to put a bung on the oil pan and the timing chain back on, and it'll be ready to rip. Not far now. He's working on the van, trying to get that ready to do some more dyno runs. And Ben is over here just, what are you looking at, the seat now?
Yeah. Whew. Honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but everything else is done.
Everything else is done.
So
Very cool.
Welded. I just went and inspected, or I still have to do that. Go and inspect, just feel around, look around,
and make sure
flashlight, make sure I didn't miss any spots.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm gonna get the seat done for both sides, and then we'll be ready for paint, dude.
Yeah, ready for paint, and I'm about ready for this crossmember to come out. So you're okay. Cool. We'll keep rocking. All right, got the slide on, the pump on, the tray on, and James is learning everything.
I need to know this when I build me a K-swap something.
That lawnmower.
Maybe a lawnmower, Jason mower with a K-swap.
Me and you battling mowers, bro.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a race and a half. And just so everyone knows, he did not run me into the wall.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It was me.
I ran myself into the wall.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Man, look how fancy that is. I've never had a brand new one of these.
Yeah.
Got the little puller thing on it. I need 3 10s out of there, buddy.
They're right to the side here unless they got moved. Here's 2. And the third one, someone stole. Had them out, had them ready.
Oh, that's probably one of the ones that got.
I got it.
That Emilio handed you for that.
Yeah, this is the piece that held us up for days.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would be done long time ago.
Always something. Always the smallest piece too.
Yeah, the little one that no one's sure of. I was like, make sure you get the oil pump tensioner, and the timing chain tensioner came. Whatever. Guess we get to use that too.
You got the 10?
I got one. I keep it clean though. You did? I always say it. Yeah, Jeremy's already getting head porting ideas. He's gonna be a Honda nut soon enough.
Doesn't take much.
Cracking VTEC.
Doesn't take much, I'll tell you what.
They are fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, there we go. Oil pump installed. Simple enough. All right.
We're gonna flip her back over then, and we can start changing that cam gear.
Yep.
I got it.
Roll.
What cam gear do you have? This one.
This one will go to 25 degrees. The new one goes to 50. So way more movement on the cam, so we can, you know, just add more power top end. Cool stuff.
And you just swap it with another stock cam gear?
Yep. We use the RSX Type S one.
Okay.
And there's guys that you can get online and you can take these apart and you can grind them and open them up and make it do it. But when they make a factory one already, you might as well just do it.
Apart.
Yeah.
Right from Honda.
Yep. Might as well just use the factory stuff and not even sweat it.
Yeah, you know, both right on.
Yeah. And you know you got the control right, so.
You still got that impact out? Yep. There.
Yep.
What size are those?
17.
Okay.
And we just need to hold the cam with something so don't. And that's right here. So they're got a little
This
deal to
says
hold the cam.
Yep, that's what I was just gonna show you.
Yeah.
RBC, that's the code of the engine. RBB, so that's how you know.
RBB and RBC.
That's ours, yeah. Woohoo! Pops right off. See, it's got a little pin right there.
That's a key one. Stuff's too easy.
Always make sure you thread it in a little ways by hand first. Don't want to be that guy.
Torque this
We're all
spec.
set now.
3 Ugga-Duggas.
3 Ugga-Duggas on the Matco gun.
I can tap it and run a 14 in there.
That'd be fine. All right, Jamie's just about got the timing stuff done. Looking good. He's got the new tensioner there on and all the chain on.
Did you see my
Our
trick
marks
that I
there.
use?
There's our marks.
Did you see my trick that I use with these?
What's that?
Oh yeah. The zip tie.
All right, she's just about there. And then once it cuts the zip tie, we turn her around a full 360 and then make sure your marks are right back on where they're supposed to be. That way you know for a fact you're on time. Simple enough. All right, I think we're looking good. All right, cool. Now it's ready for the oil pan to be welded. We'll figure out where the drain's gonna go for the turbo. Weld the pan, put it on, put the cover back on, and the engine is together. It's definitely looking good. I'm pretty excited now, man.
Yeah.
Ben's over here just knocking our pan out.
Steps go.
Sounds better.
Yeah, this one's.
Almost. Oh yeah.
Weld it right up.
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and get that all welded on, and this panel will go back on. Jamie's just finishing the front cover. Laz has got Uncle Sam going. This place is popping. Kyle's over there busting out the minivan. James always hard at it. Sweet. Oh yeah. So Ben's getting that burned in. And then we'll be ready to put the pan back on. And she is looking good. As soon as the pan's on, we're gonna drop it off the engine stand, get the clutch put on it, get the transmission put on it, and we should be ready to put her on the cradle and get it running. All right, so he's got her all welded on. So I can go ahead and get this pan all put back on the engine.
That's what I'm working on right now.
I'm ready to put this clutch on now. Clutch on, tranny on. We'll be rolling in no time.
You gonna wire it up on the end stand?
What's that?
You gonna wire it up on the end stand?
Yeah, I'll just wire it up. I mean, you can wire it in the stand or in the engine, it don't matter. We can make it run quick. All right, George is getting it all cleaned off. Jamie's got the silicone on, and we're gonna seal this deal up. We're almost there, dog.
I'm gonna seal the deal.
Sealing the deal. Hope you're not screwing up. You got 100,000 people watching you. Woo! Got it.
You don't even need to put bolts in it.
Yeah.
All the damn silicone.
Just leave it on there overnight. It'll be fine.
Hey George, you get a little gun with the 10 on it? Yeah.
He's got a 10 in the extension, so he just need a gun.
Okay, if you got a gun, a 3/8 gun. Thank you. You hated just watching me do that, didn't you?
Oh, it's driving me crazy, dog. You can't be the only one having fun here. I would have liked to get new ones because these are definitely Florida bolts.
The rust.
They are rusty.
The whole thing is Florida.
And then this goes to the
Yeah, the VTEC.
VTEC, so.
So I'm short 1, 2, 2. Oh, we're short 2. Yep, that's
And you're short 1 because 1 went into that thing, but we should still have.
Yeah.
Well, we had the one that was stripped.
Yeah.
The head was bad.
You got one?
Yeah, he's got something that'll work. Make sure it's in something that's all the way through, though. That's a long one, not there.
Yeah.
See, it's got to have a poke. It's got to poke out the bottom for the one that long.
Also has a washer on it. So.
Yeah, that's a good spot for the washer one because that's the dent spot. That one lifted the most. That corner, so it was good he picked that corner. Almost there. Jump over here. You lifted this backside. A nut? No, another bolt, right?
Oh yeah, that is another bolt.
One bolt. What's that? K24A2.
Oh, is it A2?
It's A2. It's a good one. It's definitely gonna party. We got some tins. Keep them clean though.
Where'd you put the pit bike at? Did he take that?
He must have.
I think you put it in your truck.
Garrett did?
Is it in your truck?
I didn't.
He did do something with it. Pretty sure you put it in your truck though. Two handles back there.
Jamie's sealing her up. VTC is already in.
Oh, just needs the bolt.
Just needs the bolt. George and I were talking about it earlier, so I just tossed it in.
There you go, George. Thank you.
Good job. Well
We can flip it over and
up real quick?
set the valve cover on it.
And I can put the damper back on too if we got air in the gun still. We do.
It's heavy now.
another white.
Here you go, Brent.
NA, does that mean that's only good for NA motors?
That's it. That's all it means.
Nah.
Nah. We're lying.
So, George, just so you know, there's the keyway right here.
Yeah.
Almost smells like some essential oil.
Slides right on. And then
This is not what's in here. It's I filled that up.
Oh, so it's not the unicorn. It's
No,
not-
no, no, we don't have that stuff. This is the potent stuff.
Is our damper bolt in there,
Right here.
Still got the GI damper in the minivan too.
You still got it on?
I don't even.
Oh, you don't have it yet.
I just got. It's not making enough power or RPMs to meet it. Yeah.
Pretty close.
The next dyno session will be up.
All right. I did wipe it once, but
Gasket.
I guess the other side got oil.
Use gasket. Man.
We're waiting for the centers, so
Oh, you're.
It can just-
looks
this is for the look.
and to seal it up for the night. There you go.
To cover it for the night.
To cover it for the night. Woo!
Should we cover the intake and exhaust ports?
Yeah, I like George's thinking. I meant with the manifolds.
Oh, to make it look good.
Yeah. I mean, mine's
Bar.
Want to move that nut?
Did they just battle cam that?
That's powder coat.
Powder coated? Powder coated the fuel rail too?
No, that was George's paint job.
And that's like the hammerhead paint.
I don't know. What did you paint that with, George?
That's like the
good.
texture
Yeah, the
paint.
texture painting stuff is cool, man.
And an oil cap.
Texture stuff.
You guys seen an oil cap?
Um,
Well, there's the gaskets maybe in here, huh?
one on the minivan.
They even have the turbo going.
Oh, you got the Pfispeed.
Oh man,
It just got.
George is sealing her up.
Is that the PFI seed?
It's the PFIC. Remember those?
Yeah. I think Gordo still has one.
Looks pretty cool, man. Nice job, George.
Yeah, that's a good picture there.
Ah. Yeah.
It'll be a fast, smart car.
That's a smart car, man.
They got smart.
Or they're just really dumb.
yeah. But either way, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Dude, it looks so sick.
So sick. Nice job. Dang.
Has anybody done this yet? Like,
No, somebody sent an email earlier with one with a 3S GTE in it. It's the Toyota. So
this one whacks it.
I think that was an NA.
I like that.
This is cool. Well,
And tomorrow?
and we'll be back tomorrow. Get the clutch on, the transmission on, drop the cradle, put it in, start wiring. This guy's gonna do the shift linkage, and it'll be go time.
It'll be insane.
Yeah.
George, you gonna paint that cage tonight?
Yeah. They're gonna be doing it tomorrow. They're gonna have to because once we get going and we just get going, you know, we'll rock it.
You gonna spray paint or you gonna like roll?
Yeah, we got some spray paint.
Cage is all done now?
Yeah, it's all done.
Did you get that seat on it today?
But that'll do it for us, guys. We had a full day. We got Honda running, we got the van running, we got that engine built, or at least put back together. So it was full, and I'm beat. But appreciate you guys watching again. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and thanks a bunch.